This video is brought to you by EvangelistaSports.com, Canada's largest online soccer retailer. Be sure to use coupon code SR4U at checkout to get 10% off any order of $75 or more. Hey guys, Josh from SoccerReviewsForYou.com, bringing you my review plus on-feet video of the Nike Hypervenom Phantom in the brand new Academy Pack colorway. Now inside the box they do include a string bag to go along with the shoes themselves. The string bag is black in color with black strings. You have a black skull and crossbones Hypervenom logo on the front and a black Nike swoosh on the reverse side. Other than that, all you're going to find inside the box, as you guys can see, are the shoes themselves. So we'll get these guys out of the box really quickly and we'll take a closer look at what is essentially a Blackout release of the Hypervenom Phantom as part of the Nike Academy Pack. Now in today's video we are of course going to be taking a closer look at the colorway itself, talking tech specs, and basically doing a complete overview of the Hypervenom Phantom. So if you're interested in learning more about this shoe, please stick around and watch the entire video. If you're interested in purchasing a pair of these for yourself, as soon as there are links available to purchase the Academy Pack Hypervenom, I will post them on the review page of my website, which will be the very first link down below in the description. All the Buy It Now links posted there will also have exclusive SR4U coupon codes where you actually will be able to pick these up below their normal retail price. So again, if you're interested in a pair of these for yourself, check out the review page of my website, first link down below in the description. And with that being said, let's get right into the review. To start things off, let's take a closer look at the colorway itself. Now this shoe is of course part of the new Academy Pack from Nike, which essentially consists of blacked out shoes across all four silos. The reason for the Academy Pack name is that a lot of these Academy teams require you to wear predominantly black shoes. The reason for that is because if you are playing for an Academy team, you're constantly being watched, scouts are always there, and they want players standing out for their ability to play the game and not so much their brightly colored shoes on their feet. So that's why they require you to wear black shoes. At least that is the case most of the time. And this is a pack that Nike says is released for Academy players, but obviously they're available to the public. Everybody can buy them for themselves. And if you're a fan of Blackout shoes like I am, you're probably going to really like this new Academy Pack from Nike. So in the case of the Hypervenom Phantom, as you guys can see, it's pretty much entirely blacked out. The Nike skin upper, the laces, the heel liner, as well as the sole plate, all solid black in color. And then you have the added reflective detail in the form of the actual Nike branding on the shoe. So the swoosh here on the front, the swoosh on the back, the skull and crossbones logo, as well as the Nike skin and Hypervenom branding. That's pretty difficult to see because it is smaller on the shoe, but all of these elements are actually reflective. So when light hits it in a certain way, it reflects the light and it kind of shows up as like a bright white as opposed to dark gray on black. I'll flash an image on screen so you can see exactly what I'm talking about because it's a little bit difficult to show on camera. Now the insole does have a little pop of color. It's orange in color with this cool kind of crackle pattern that you also find in the Nike swoosh itself. Hypervenom branding right there, and it's pretty much just a standard Hypervenom Phantom insole, mesh liner on top, perforations throughout, and a single layer of foam. No differences here whatsoever. So all in all, pretty cool looking colorway, especially if you like a predominantly black look like I do myself. Let me know your opinions on it down below in the comment section. Do you like how these look? Why or why not? And with that being said, let's move on to the tech specs so we can learn a little bit more about the overall performance. As far as performance is concerned, I think that the Hypervenom Phantom is a pretty well-proven high-end shoe at this point. It's been around for coming up on 2 years now, and there's just tons and tons of content on my channel if you are looking for more info on the overall performance. Of course, there's a detailed written review on my website. It'll be the very first link down below in the description. You can go ahead and check that out. And I'll also leave annotations on screen to my playtest video, my traction test video, as well as a slow motion playtest video that I have of the Hypervenom Phantom, all of which I think are particularly interesting and will of course give you more info on the overall performance. So what should you know about the Hypervenom Phantom? One, it's a Nike skin upper. That's probably the most unique aspect of this shoe. Nike skin is a base layer of honeycomb woven mesh, which is what gives the upper its unique texturing, which is covered by thin layers of polyurethane to create one single material that they call Nike skin. You're going to find more layers of polyurethane in kind of the high wear zones and less through the middle of the shoe. It creates for an upper that is thin, flexible, and very sock-like as far as just the overall feel on feet is concerned. And it also does have that slight ability to stretch, which is kind of unusual for thin synthetic soccer shoes. I can't think of any other shoe that has the same ability to stretch in a synthetic upper variation like you find with the Hypervenom Phantom. You get a thin touch on the ball, but because of that slightly thicker mesh base layer, there's a slightly padded sensation as well. So it's kind of like the best of both worlds as far as being nice and thin and providing a barefoot feel, but at the same time you get that little bit of cushion, which is just a nice sensation overall. The finish on the upper is slightly grippy, just a little bit of extra something, so the ball's not sliding across your foot too much. And of course you do have that off-centered lacing system, leaving you with a very large kind of area here that's completely clean, normally where you strike the ball. That just feels really, really good. I like how the lacing system is cut on the Hypervenom line. Of course, the upper is also finished off with ACC all conditions control, acting as your wet control element. And as far as thin synthetic shoes that perform well in wet weather are concerned, this is one of my personal favorite shoes to wear, just in terms of the amount of grip that you get on the ball in wet weather playing conditions. You do, of course, have a lower cut in the heel, internal plastic heel counter, smooth synthetic leather heel liner. You guys already got a look at the removable insole. And then moving on to the sole plate and stud pattern, the sole plate is a glass nylon material that is probably the stiffest sole plate on offer from Nike at this point in time. It does feel a little bit stiff at first, but does break in and become a little bit more flexible after some wear time, so it's not something that is too big of a concern, and actually just makes for a nice solid sensation once the shoe is broken in. You do have the split toe design as well, which you see here in the sole plate. This is one of those features that isn't particularly noticeable. The idea is that there's some kind of a split in the sole plate, so this side and this side of the forefoot of the sole plate itself move independently of each other. Again, not something that you really notice while you're wearing the shoe. It's more of a gimmicky element than anything. And then as far as the stud pattern is concerned, this is of course the firm ground variation. It features all conical studs, and it's a layout that's similar to what you're going to find on the Mercurial line. So you have 4 conical studs in the heel, and then 6 main conical studs in the forefoot, all with a decent length to them, and they're fairly small and narrow in profile, so they dig in really well, provide really good grip, but because they are conical in shape, you still get plenty of freedom to kind of twist and pivot when your foot is planted, and of course you get that little bit of extra bite from this Mercurial-esque bladed stud right here at the tip of the toe. So all in all, fantastic shoe. The performance is definitely there, and again, it's just a well-proven shoe at this point. Everybody knows what the Hypervenom Phantom is all about, and again, if you did want more information on the overall performance, be sure to check out the detailed written review on my website, first link down below in the description. And with that being said, let's move on to a quick weigh-in so we can see how lightweight these guys are. As far as weight is concerned, the Nike Hypervenom Phantom is nice and light, both in hand as well as on feet. So I'm going to weigh this pair for you today in real time so we can see exactly how much they weigh. Keep in mind this is a brand new pair in a size 9 US. We're going to throw it on the scale, and you can see that they weigh in at 7.05 ounces, the equivalent of 200 grams exactly. So that's pretty much right on par with the Superfly 4 as well as the Magista Obra from Nike as well. 2 very popular high-end models that run alongside the Hypervenom Phantom, obviously just in different silos. And again, if you're looking for a lightweight yet solid yet comfortable feel from your soccer shoes, the Hypervenom Phantom is one of the more comfortable thin synthetic boots currently on the market, in my opinion. Alright, so here is a look at the Academy Pack Hypervenom Phantoms on feet. On my left foot, I've replaced the stock black laces for some reflective black SR4U replacement laces to actually match the reflective elements on the rest of the upper. And on my right foot, I've replaced the stock laces with a pair of premium white and black SR4U replacement laces. So if you guys are interested in a pair of replacement laces for yourself, check out the website sr4ulaces.com. There's tons of varieties available, and it will be linked down below in the description of this video. So go ahead and check it out. As far as how these things fit and feel on feet, they feel like standard Hypervenom Phantoms. The Nike Skin upper is soft, flexible, and just feels really good against your foot. It does have a tighter fit from brand new, but they will stretch. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, Nike Skin just has this unique ability to give a little bit as far as the width is concerned. So if they feel really tight from out of the box, that's fairly normal. Give them some time to break in and they'll feel a lot more comfortable. The one thing that you will notice with the Hypervenoms is that the glass nylon sole plate is pretty stiff from right out of the box. So if it is something that feels, like I said, a little bit uncomfortable from brand new, again, give them some time to break in and the sole plate will become a lot more flexible. As far as the fit is concerned, it is a tighter fitting shoe, but it definitely has more width in comparison to something like the Mercurial line. You don't have quite as tight a fit in the forefoot as well as in the midfoot, whereas the toe box is a little bit more snug, but again, the Nike skin will stretch, so as long as you don't have extremely wide feet, the Hypervenom Phantom will be suitable for most foot types. As far as sizing is concerned, I'm wearing my usual size 9 US here, and the fit and the length is absolutely perfect. So if you are looking to order a pair of these for yourself, I would strongly recommend going true to size in order to achieve the best possible fit. Alright guys, that's it for my review of the Academy Pack Nike Hypervenom Phantom. Again, if you guys are looking for more information on the overall performance, be sure to check out the full written review on my website. It'll be the very first link down below in the description. Along with the detailed written review, you'll also find buy it now links with exclusive SR4U coupon codes where you will be able to pick these guys up below their normal retail price. So again, if you're interested in a pair, first link down below in the description, go ahead and check it out. If you have any questions at all regarding the Nike Academy Pack Hypervenom Phantom, leave them down below in the comment section. I definitely will get an answer out to you. If you enjoyed today's video, found it helpful and informative, be sure to support it with a like. Subscribe if you haven't already for daily videos on all the latest and greatest soccer gear. You can find all my social media information down below in the description as well. And other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. And as always, thanks for watching.